All right, guys, welcome to Mountains to Sea Cruise midweek Wednesdays or midweek mountains. Jeez,
He's
I'm
all
all out
confused
of it
without
today.
me.
Yeah, I thought I went live, but didn't click the right button. So here I am, and Lori's on her way,
I am on my
but not here yet. Okay, any second.
way. Oh, you can't hear me anyway. I don't have.
No, I can't hear you.
All right.
Don't have your mic on.
You'll probably hear me now.
Yep, probably so. All right, let me get some stuff arranged here on my screen.
Hi, everybody.
Let me scoot over and give you some room here.
All I have is hot water. I don't even have anything in the hot water yet.
Oh, gotta make your tea. Let it steep.
Yeah. So let me just do a quick shout out to Asheville Tea. Wait, where is this way? They lost their building and pretty much everything.
Yeah.
From Hurricane Helene, and they are trying to rebuild. And so
Great tea.
it is. This is spiced apple butter, and there's no caffeine. So
This time of night, that's a good idea.
yeah.
Yeah. Normally I'd be drinking iced tea, but just water for me now.
I know. I do need water. But.
So we are about a week and a half away from boarding Icon of the Seas.
Yes.
For the second time.
Yes.
We were lucky enough to be on the inaugural cruise of Icon of the Seas in January of last year and met a lot of great people. Got connected with the cruise tuber community through that trip.
We did actually get connected.
We met
some people.
Mike Clock of Clock Family Adventures and
Howie
Cruise and a whole bunch of other people. And then through them and through the Helen meetup, we met an incredible group of cruise bloggers.
Yeah, Destination
and
Fun, Eddie Lugo.
Yeah, Eddie Lugo.
Darren, Magnificent.
Yeah, magnificent Germany with Darian. Yeah.
Oh, magnificent. Okay, it's just backwards. Darian, magnificent, because you are magnificent, Darian.
Travel Adventures with Eric B.
So
many people. I mean,
yeah. we're not
leaving a bunch of
everybody,
people out.
Yes,
yeah,
for sure.
And
So
we're getting ready to see them all.
And look who it is!
And it's Scott Smith in tonight.
Hello,
awesome.
Mr. Smith. Welcome in.
Yeah, and so it's kind of started us on a little bit of a new road because for the first almost year we were doing it all solo. We didn't know anybody.
I
had no contacts with anybody.
With that.
Didn't have this community that we have now that come out and support each other and cheer each other on and
oh wait. Turn it around.
Follow each other, all that kind of good stuff.
I'm not advertising.
Oh, not advertising that. Yeah. So anyway, we wanted to come on tonight and talk a little bit about Icon.
Icon? What do you mean? You're an icon?
Icon of the Seas.
Oh,
Icon
is that a cruise ship?
It sure is.
Oh.
It's the largest cruise ship in the world.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
So last year when we were on her,
why is it a her and not a him?
Because those ships are always a her.
Okay. Yeah. I like it.
Yeah. Unless you're in the Russian Navy, I think maybe then it's a him. But anyway.
He is full of useless knowledge. It might not be useless, but he's just got these things floating around in his head. I don't know how he does it.
So when we were on last year on the inaugural, I think they were, from what we heard, they were between 60 and 80% capacity.
Yes.
This time, they are going to be at probably 100 to 110% capacity. Yeah. They are completely full. No rooms available. They more than doubled the the rates for the rooms. Luckily, we got hooked up with Sherry Awesome Sunsets Travel, who had booked a block of rooms when they were first released at the original pricing.
Mhm.
So we were able to get those that early bird pricing on Icon, which is the only way we could have gone back on it.
That's exactly
Yeah,
why we're
yeah. That's
actually
the only
going
reason that we're
going
back
on
on it
So
is because we desperately wanted to get back on that ship, and it was just way, way, way out of our price range. There was no way we could
well, if
have
we did, we'd
justified it.
only go
Yeah,
one. We'd
we
only
would
go
get
on one
on one
trip
cruise
for
for
the
the
year.
year or something
Hello,
like that.
Bud Files. Welcome
Bud
in.
Files, welcome in. So let's throw these up on the screen. We got Scott Smith. Good evening.
Driving and
Nice to
listening.
see you.
Drive
Driving
safely.
and listening. Drive safely. Absolutely. Bud Files coming in. Welcome in.
Ooh. Oh, it's nice and warm. Warm me up a little bit.
So, some things that we want to talk about.
Well, I mean, before you go over there, I want to know from people that are watching us, or maybe even watching us not live, but what did they want to see from Icon?
Yeah.
So have you been on the Icon before? And if you haven't, or if you have, what did you not get to see everything? Did you see everything? Because we were on it and we didn't get to see everything.
We were on for 7 nights.
Mm-hmm.
And
we're on the exact same itinerary.
We're on the exact same itinerary we were on last year,
Mm-hmm.
which is a bit disappointing. I would love to go to Newports. I always like to see new things.
Sure.
But last time, we even completely skipped St. Thomas.
We did.
We didn't even get off the ship in St. Thomas, and we'd never been there before.
Mm-hmm.
Main reason we didn't get off the ship is because we knew we were going to be back
in
November.
That later that year,
which we were on New Amsterdam.
Mm-hmm.
And we wanted to see the ship.
Right.
There was so much of the ship that even at 60 to 80% capacity, you just couldn't get to because it was packed. Like the Hideaway, the adults only area on Icon.
Yeah.
The pool was always jam packed. Everything was completely packed out.
All right, you're losing sight of the questions I was asking.
Yeah, well, I mean, until someone pipes up and says what they want to see, I'll talk about what I saw and what I want to see.
Right.
So, and what's going to be different this time? Because even then the Hideaway was packed. The Swim and Tonic, the swim up bar, that pool was completely packed out.
Not the day we went.
No, because everybody was off the ship in St. Thomas.
That's true.
And so we saw it then. But I mean, even with that, 7 days, there were still venues that we never got to. We never got to the comedy club.
No.
We only made it in the piano bar, the dueling pianos, the last night. Right. And the last show.
We never went to Bolero's.
I mean, there's so many places we just didn't get to. It's always fun on a new ship trying to see everything and do everything. But normally you've got enough time to get everywhere that you want to go.
Most times.
I mean, if you're on a week-long cruise, you normally can get there. This ship's just so big, and there's so much to see and to do.
Yes, there
on
is.
The Icon.
Yeah,
you'll never get bored.
So I would, and this is totally off topic. I'm going to go left field.
Okay.
I know I just gave you a hard time doing it, but well, you were talking about the pools and the pools being, full and stuff. And so, hey, Abby, welcome in.
Welcome in, Abby.
I'm curious to get feedback from people in regards to the pools on cruise ships. They have a little survey, right?
Okay.
Do you go in the pool? Or do you, stay away like the plague? Do you go in, stand in the pool and drink all day? Do you go in and swim? So do you time it where you might actually have a little bit of pool time or
Room to
whatnot?
actually
Yeah, to
swim.
swim. Or do you feel like cruise pools are made for swimming, or are they just for standing around and drinking? I'm curious if anybody's got any
Anybody's got
opinions
any opinions? Drop them in the chat
on pools,
or drop it in the comments if you're not watching live.
because I know Corey and I have not been on a lot of cruises. Okay, there's
Yeah.
many people out there that have been a lot more, but I'm finding, and I don't know if it's the newer ships or what, but the pools are getting almost smaller or shallower or like narrower,
they're
or
like
whatever,
wading pools.
Yeah, where they want you to wait and drink all day.
Yeah, pretty much. That's what it seems like. All right, Abby's talking to Nightbot because
she uses lots of emojis and
yes,
they ban her.
yeah, Nightbot shut
All
her
right,
down.
behave yourself, Abby.
A while back.
So anyway,
so I mean, for us personally, we normally will get in a pool.
yeah, but as much as I like to swim or even like just tread
float.
water, yeah,
Yeah.
like I don't always get an opportunity to do that because the pools are always so full.
The only cruise ship that we've been on where I did not get in a pool was New Amsterdam.
I did.
Yeah.
And I got in the hot tub.
Yeah, I didn't for whatever reason.
I didn't on the Alaska cruise, but I did on the Caribbean cruise. And so.
So what do you think? I mean, we met some cruise vloggers on the Icon last year, and they never get in the pool. They absolutely refuse. They just didn't like the idea
of people standing around drinking all day and not getting out of the pool.
Yeah,
I mean, it's a valid point.
Yeah, and
so
what makes up a lot of that water?
when we were on the Odyssey, they cleaned out the pool a couple times in 1 week. So
I think somebody puked in the pool or something,
or pooped or whatever. Yeah. But yeah, okay. Anyway, well, I was just curious about the pool situation because you had mentioned that the Hideaway was packed and the swimming tonic was packed, and then so on and so forth. So like and the reason why we were able to go to those pools, or we chose to go to those pools, was because the people were on an excursion or at St. Thomas.
Yeah, everybody was on St. Thomas, so there was a much lower population of passengers.
Yes.
On the ship that day, so we figured that we could get out there and actually get in the pools, and we did. Yeah, we had drinks at Swim-A-Tonic.
We did.
We got in the infinity pool, in the Hideaway, and those were both
we did a kiss cam there.
Yeah, I think we did. Yeah, it was pretty neat. So, I think some of the interesting things that we're going to be looking for are, what's changed since the inaugural cruise. When we were on, they had the best of the best. So
they even had seafood on the buffet on the first day.
They had this incredible seafood spread with lobster and crab and everything on embarkation day on the buffet. And it was amazing.
Yeah, lunch was delicious.
Yes, it was. I got to say, it certainly was. And they had, what was it, something like 3,300 crew members and 2,300 crew members, and they had over 12,000 applicants for it from across the fleet. So they cherry picked the best of the best, from room attendants to dining room wait staff to everybody.
We also got swag every day.
Oh yeah,
something new.
It was pretty amazing. Every day we got something new. We got hats. We got little notebooks. We got water bottles. We got a full bar set from
Empire
Empire
Supper.
Supper Club, yeah,
Yeah.
and all kinds of little things like that. Dry bag, all of it, of course, said the icon on it. So
Yeah. Hats. Did you say hats?
hat, yeah. In fact, we got to dig out our icon hats, and
I should have wore that tonight.
yeah, I should have.
No, you should have. Since you're wearing a hat. I'm not wearing a hat.
Got to
But-
find it.
Yeah.
Not
So
sure
there's
exactly
that.
where it is, but
I probably know where it is.
so and our experience was exceptional in the dining room. It was just absolutely exceptional. They
Yeah.
catered to us.
Well, they might
took
not now.
really good
We
care
had a
of us.
special diet, or we were strict. We
Yeah.
were very restrictive on what we were eating
Yeah.
on that cruise. So
Yeah, so that's
I
going to
was
be
tempted
a big difference.
to do it again.
You know.
But we'll see.
We stuck to a very strict diet on that cruise, and so a lot of places we did not eat at.
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of one of the things I'm looking forward to this time, because they've got a lot of food options.
Right. We didn't go into the market place.
Yeah.
And so
the Aquadome Market.
Yeah. So
that
I'm
was one
looking.
place.
I'm looking forward to kind of checking that out.
I mean, yeah. In fact, that's what I'm kind of thinking that we might do is we might over the 7 days cruise the ship and find the different free places that you can eat. Because one of the things that Royal Caribbean has started to do a lot more is a lot of their, quick eats places they're charging for. So, I mean, Playmakers was one that kind of started it, I guess, maybe.
Wow.
And then it was Johnny Rockets. And then it was, now on Icon, you've got
there's a
half
place
a dozen
in Surfside
places.
or a place or two, and then there was that one place in the middle, like that
Yeah,
Mexican place or something.
Well, no, it was the base camp.
Yeah.
Base camp
Yeah,
right
yeah,
out there near the.
They charged up there too. It's all the places where you don't want to leave because you don't want to lose your seat.
Right.
That's what it seems like.
Yeah. It's like, oh, you're here? You want food? Well, you're going to have to pay for it when you're here.
Yeah.
Oh, you're going to be in Playmakers watching the game? Well, you got to pay for food here.
And my dad mentioned something to me tonight, and he said that that they're charging gratuity now for your rooms separately or something.
Well, I mean, they've always done that.
Well, I always thought it was included in your gratuities and taxes, but he said that this was an addition. So we'll have to look into that. Yeah.
Huh. Well, that's interesting. It's something I haven't heard of.
Yeah, he mentioned to me. I was in the middle of 50 million things, so that's why I only have a little bit of what he said. But so we'll see if we can find out if that's a true statement or not.
Okay.
And we'll confirm or
we'll
deny.
See. We'll see what our bill ends up being.
Mm-hmm. He said it just shows up on your bill. I was like,
okay. Okay. Well, should
be interesting. So here's another thing that I'm looking forward to comparing is whether the Overlook is still my favorite place.
The Overlook, yeah.
Because that was a pretty cool place.
It was.
There by the Ryan Bean and the Aquadome.
Yep. So in the front of the ship, there's this big glass aquadome. That's where they've got their aqua show. So it's completely enclosed. Mm-hmm. So you don't get shut down for the wind. If the seas are rough, if the seas are rough and the they're
it's not safe for their
gauge is swaying, then
for the performers.
Then they got to shut it down because they're diving from 60 feet up or something. So it's they got to keep their performers safe. But that's also where the Overlook is. In the very front of the ship, the very front of the Aquadome, is this kind of lower level bar and lounge area that's got these raised pods that you can climb a spiral staircase up into and just kind of lounge there. They've got kind of like couch areas. And
it's got the Ryan Bean bar, which is like a coffee and tea place. And the marketplace that we were talking about is up there.
And the Aquadome Marketplace, which has...
And Hooked is on the other side.
And Hooked Seafood is up there too, yeah. So
lots of stuff up there.
Lots of things up there. Should be interesting. Hopefully we'll get a chance to check that out.
Yeah.
Maybe with our group, we can say, okay, we're going to go get one of these pods there in the Overlook.
Somebody's gonna have to sit in it all
And then,
day.
we'll trade off throughout the day so
Yeah.
that our group maintains that pod.
Yeah, so
Maybe
it's
we
this
can do that.
pod that you like go up, it's up a little ways and you
Yeah.
overlook even
Kind of like a
higher.
tree house
Yeah.
in the middle of the ship.
Yeah.
Kind of neat.
But you know what? I've talked about the Pearl and the Pearl Cafe a lot more than I've talked about anything else on that ship.
The Pearl Cafe is just a really neat place.
Best sunsets. Oh,
beautiful
my God.
sunsets.
Yeah.
I mean, depending on where the ship's headed, but it does have really beautiful sunsets.
Sun what?
It's got gobs and gobs of seating.
And electrical
and
outlets.
They've got electrical outlets at
like
all
almost,
the seating.
Yeah, at every seat.
So it's like if you need to do some work, you got your laptop, need to plug it in. Pearl Cafe is definitely a good place to go for that.
Yeah.
And you can get your coffee, your tea, your snacks, sandwiches.
It's it's kind of like what the Promenade Cafe was. So there's no Promenade Cafe on the Icon, but there's
hey, Destination Fun is in.
I'm going to say Sherry and Danny, but it's probably just Sherry.
Yeah, probably so.
So it's not the Promenade Cafe. It's the Pearl Cafe now on the Icon.
Yeah.
So on other ships, it would be the Promenade Cafe or Promenade something.
Cafe Promenade.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
I had the right word. It's just wrong order.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. Just me.
Well, thank you. We
thank you
appreciate
for coming
the
in.
support.
We sure do.
Sorry, I got eye itch.
So yeah, and of course the Promenade, we've talked about that before. It's huge. You could right in the center of it, you could park 3 18-wheelers side by side. It's just that wide.
Yeah.
And you've got, what do you have in there? You've got basically all of your entertainment venues like boleros and dueling pianos and the Attic Comedy Club.
That's all on the top floor of the Promenade.
Yeah, and
then you got the bottom floor, which is the shops, and it's got what's the name of that? The Irish bar. What is that?
The pub.
Yeah,
whatever, Crown and Anchor, or
something like
whatever it's called. They call it something different on every ship.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
So what are you looking most forward to compare? Like I said, and Sherry missed it, so I'll just repeat it again. I won't go through the whole thing. But so originally my favorite place on the Icon was the Overlook, which was in the front of the ship, right by the Aqua Dome and Ryan Bean Bar. And so I'm curious to see if that's going to be my favorite spot again this year.
We'll see.
Or this cruise. So.
Yeah. I mean, maybe I'll, instead of sitting in the room and copying all my files and stuff, maybe I'll go to the Overlook or the Pearl Cafe or someplace like that.
They probably have like the electrical outlets over up there too.
Not that I need them, but
at
least it'd be a place to sit. And,
get out and explore and do something different. Try something new.
Do my work. And
so Sherry and I think Abby wasn't here when we asked, when do we go? We go on the 22nd, so a week and a half.
So we are.
Is there anything that anybody wants to see or we should do? I mean, you guys can choose for us to do something. And if you've already been on it, did you get to see everything, or is there something that you missed and you want to see?
Yeah.
So things that we missed, like Corey mentioned earlier, was the Attic, which was the comedy show. We never made it there. Yes, we are. we got very, very lucky with that. She had some rooms left, and my dad. We'll see what happened. And I don't know if we've actually talked about this, but
I think we have. But
yeah, so we were booked on Adventures of the Sea, which we would be on right now. And my dad, out of the blue, said to me, "Hey, I want to cruise in February." And I was like, "Hey, we just happened to have a cruise booked in February." And so I gave him the information. He's like, "No, it's too much money. I don't want to spend that." And I was like, "All right." And so we were in Florida. I guess we were going on another trip or something. But we were in Florida, and we were at his house, and it came up, and you were doing the spotlight. It was a Saturday night, And he said, "Hey, Sherry said she's got some rooms on the Icon." And I was like, "Well, when does it leave?" "In February." And I was like, "Dad, do you want?" I'm looking over here because that's where he was sitting when I asked him. But I was like, "So, do you want to go on this cruise?" And he's like, "Well, didn't you already go on the Icon?" And we're like, "Yeah, but we'll do
We'll
it
go
again.
back.
And at these prices, we can, we do it again." And
Absolutely.
so we talked about it for a little bit, and he's like, "Yeah, all right, let's do it." And so I was like, "All right, I'll transfer." Well, I didn't transfer. I think we ended up losing that money, but
Yeah, I mean, there's no way, because it would be like we go on Adventures of the Sea for a week, come home for a week, and then leave again for another week, and it was just
that
like,
was too
no,
much.
there's
Couldn't
no
do
way
that.
we could possibly do that.
Yeah.
So,
Especially me and the year-end stuff right
right.
now.
So
A nightmare.
I think we would have,
But,
we lost our deposit.
yeah, I think so. It was $200. I mean,
$200.
still
like, okay.
stinks to lose your deposit because
Yeah.
she did try and transfer it over, but we didn't decide on something else in time in order to save it and transfer it over.
Yeah.
Oh well.
So it's going to be interesting, that's for sure, because when we were on board, the only areas that really seemed
I just
packed,
felt like, when we were that age, or when you were saying that, when we were on it.
On the inaugural, the only places that really seemed packed were those couple of areas that I talked about. Well, Dueling Pianos, the piano bar, it was always packed. You had to be there an hour beforehand
But
to even get in there.
though the people that they had, the entertainment and performers that they had were phenomenal.
They were.
And that's why they made the show. And people were there.
They were. I mean, it was standing room only. People were 10 deep outside of Dueling Pianos just
because
watching.
we've gone on other ships that had piano bar or whatever. They were not as good. And so you didn't end up staying. But those guys really put on a great show.
Most of the shows were somewhat difficult to get into.
Oh, well,
it was difficult to get tickets to them.
Yes, because you had to get there like an hour.
The ticketed shows,
45 minutes to an hour before. But it was only when they let it out that it was bottlenecked.
Yeah.
So it wasn't necessarily busy. It was just.
I mean, it was just. It was completely full. Yeah.
Right. You have to plan in advance and be there early.
And the attic, we never could get tickets to that.
No, but we have it this time.
We have it this time.
We have two actually.
And then, like I say, the pools for the most part didn't seem that bad.
Did I go to the pools? Was that the cruise that I was going at like 10 o'clock in the morning. Like I went really early, like 9, 10 o'clock. And then once it started getting busy, I left.
Yeah.
Was
that
the
was
Odyssey,
probably,
or was that the Icon?
Well, I think on Icon we did something like that because we got chairs up close to the pool. At most of the pools, it wasn't a problem. The only places that it was a problem was Hideaway, the adults only area,
section,
and Swim and Tonic, which is a swim up bar pool.
And I think
those you couldn't even squeeze your way into that.
No,
pool.
And I think what helped was having Surfside as your own neighborhood, so families had a place to go,
right,
with their kids and to spend. I mean, and it was a big space.
I mean, it's like
not just a little. They had their own big pool,
10 decks down from the main pool deck. So
and they had a carousel and places to eat and like things to play. They had like a little water kind of splash area and so
they had the I forget what they call it, the Mommy and Me frozen drink bar.
Oh, that's Mommy and Me, I think it's called.
Is that what it's called?
I think so.
So they had adult frozen drinks and they had kiddie frozen drinks that you could get there at the one bar. So the family's happy for sure. And the candy shop and all that kind of stuff.
Oh, that's right. They did have the candy, and then they have that slide. So you're up top.
Oh yeah, there's a dry slide.
I actually did. I go down or you go down it?
I don't think I went down it.
I guess I did.
Oh,
we were.
Oh, you're talking about the little slide.
Mm-hmm.
I thought they had a big slide that came down from one of the upper decks, not just from
a pole. Was it a pole?
No.
Was it a big slide? No, it was a little slide. I know they had a little slide.
think there's a big slide that goes from like up on the pool deck or something all the way down to Surfside.
Oh, maybe.
Maybe. I don't remember.
Hello, controversial
Hey,
cruising.
Scott.
Welcome in.
Welcome in. Welcome in.
Yeah, I don't remember. I think you're right, though. I think there's
there was.
something.
I mean, that may have been one of the other things that we couldn't get on,
Yeah.
or that we didn't
And
get to.
they didn't have the escape room finished or completed.
Yeah, the escape room was not finished,
and now it's like $50 or $45. So we're not doing it. We don't have plans to do it.
We're not doing it.
Doesn't mean that we won't.
Yeah.
But right now we don't have
plans for doing it. That's like, the Empire Supper Club. I'd love to do it.
We looked at it,
It
and
looks like a cool
were this
concept,
close to doing it.
but it's $200 a person.
Yeah.
So it's like, I don't know if that's worth it.
I mean, I will say, if you guys want us to do something, just say it.
Last time, the only specialty dining we had was Chops Grill.
Mm-hmm. And they made a special dessert for us and brought it down.
They sure did.
That's why I'm gonna try for special desserts. So yeah, and this time we're gonna go to Hooked.
Yes,
I believe. Yeah,
we are going to Hooked this time, so that should be
that.
fun.
Yeah, we've never been to a Hooked.
We have not. We've never been on a ship other than Icon that had Hooked.
Yeah. So if anybody's been there and has any feedback or suggestions, let us know.
Yep.
Yeah. And we are doing a culinary class on St. Kitts.
Okay. I don't even really know what we're doing.
I don't either. Sherry said, this is what we're doing. I said, okay, I'll book it. And I booked it.
Okay.
So
all I know is we're going to Megan's Bay and St. Thomas.
We are, because all of you guys have been mentioning it and saying that is what you need to do and where you need to go. So
and then
we're doing it.
There are 2 breweries.
And we're doing
St.
that
Thomas.
too. Yeah.
We're going to get to at least one of them. Maybe get to 2 of them. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, I think
because they're like across the bay from each other.
Well, we're across the bay.
Yeah.
So if we have to hit one of them on our way to Megan's Bay, then that's what we'll do.
We're on the big ship side.
We're on the big ship
big
side.
Ship side. Yep. Little ship.
Megan's Bay. Love it.
There you go. Everybody loves Megan's Bay. Last time we were there in November.
You wouldn't have been able to go because there was all kinds of mud and stuff.
Yeah,
right?
they said they had storms come through and stirred up the mud, and it just wasn't a good place to visit. It wasn't good to visit there then.
Yeah.
And that's not said you didn't really want to go there at that point. So
right. So hopefully we'll be good this time.
More about Icon though. Let's see.
I'm listening.
So some interesting things that we're looking at is how much has it changed?
Mm-hmm.
Do they still have the same level of staff, or has it just kind of gone back to the fleet norm staffing? Is the food and everything else is exceptional now as we thought it was then?
That's an unfair, because we didn't eat a lot. We didn't eat
a lot of it. Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Same thing with the bars and the entertainment, and we went and saw Wizard of Oz, and that was just incredible.
I'll let him answer, and then I'll answer.
The beach. Not really. I mean, I like snorkeling. I like boat trips.
Corey doesn't sit still for long periods of time.
Yeah, I don't like sitting in a lounge chair all day out in the sun with, sand in places that I don't like to have sand and no way to wash off. So most of the time, I'm not a big beach person.
If Scott's still driving, just so you know, I have shown the shake of the head no. I have sat here with a big smile on my face while he speaks about sand in places that he doesn't like to, I guess, have.
Yeah, so Sherry says Megan's Bay is a beach, but they have good snorkeling.
Good. Then maybe he'll be happy.
Yeah. I mean, I'll be happy. I can go there for, an hour or two. if we're at a resort or something where it's like, okay, I can leave the beach, wash off by the pool, go back to the room, change clothes, whatever, that's not so bad. But if it's like,
You guys think it's easy?
oh, you leave the beach, got an hour to get back to the boat or to the port, and then you got to get back on the boat to even try to get
Oh
cleaned
my
up
God,
or
where's the
anything. It's like,
violins?
it's not my thing. Sorry.
It's not. So
And
I hope that answers your question, Sherry.
of course, the
In
other
a
thing
long
is,
way.
with what we do, we've got gear. We've got
Well, you
all the
don't carry
camera
as much
gear.
gear as you used to, and you
Yeah.
could use an action cam.
And I'm sure we'll bring action cams for that, for
Right.
Megan's Bay.
Yeah.
But
Anyways,
then you don't have
I
knives
I
or
don't
anything.
mind the beach. Although I'm not an all day beacher, but I do I like to swim, and I like to get sun. So I like to get wet, and then I like to get hot and dry in the sun, and then after a little while, I like to sit in the shade and read. So if that takes 2 hours, then I'm happy.
I'm fine getting wet and drying in the sun as long as it's not salt water. That sucks for me. You get out of salt water, you lay on a lounger, you start to dry off, and then you get all crinkly and itchy and salt all
High
over you, and it's like,
maintenance.
yeah.
High
Well.
maintenance. You guys
It's
all
not
heard
my
it here
thing.
first. I didn't say anything. I'm so glad you asked the question, Sherry. Something to look forward to for September.
Yeah. I mean, don't stick me on a beach for 5 or 6 hours. That's not fun.
For him.
For me, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, especially if I'm on an island that I've never been to before. I want to see the island.
Island man.
I love my skin with salt on it.
I mean, you do get a better tan with salt on it.
Okay.
And it tastes good too.
I don't.
Especially when you're parched. I'm just kidding.
All right. So let's see here. We've got Star of the Seas coming out in August, I believe.
Yeah, I think so.
That's when
Yeah.
it's launching, something like that. Sister ship to Icon. Maybe that'll take a little bit of pressure off of Icon. Maybe the prices will start coming back into line with the norm, but I don't know. It really,
I don't know. People are paying
hasn't
it.
dropped off. Yeah, because
No.
people are paying it. They're still at 100% capacity.
Mhm.
I don't know that the price on Icon or Star will ever
Or
return.
even Utopia. That's pretty
or
pretty prime
Utopia. I
price,
mean,
yeah.
Utopia is ridiculously priced.
Mhm.
A 4-day cruise is costing $3,000. It's like, what the heck? It's absurd.
And you're going to the same places you go on every cruise.
You're going nowhere. I mean, that's another cruise to nowhere, basically. You get Nassau a perfect day and go home, and it's like, but I mean,
Anyways.
Yeah.
Icon. Let's stay
Icon.
focused.
Let's talk about
Icon.
All right. This time.
He's getting excited.
All right.
Well, I have no idea what he's about to say, y'all.
Let me ask this. If you had to name one thing that you're most excited about returning to Icon, what would it be?
Me? The one thing I'm most excited for, going on Ryan Bean.
Ryan Bean. Okay,
wait. Let me hang out in the Aqua Dome area because it's got the Aqua Dome, and the performers, practice during the day, so you get to watch that. And I'm such a water bug, so like I enjoy that stuff. And Ryan Bean, I drink a lot of tea. All right, and so it's a tea and coffee bar. And so you can get non-alcoholic and alcoholic tea beverages.
They've got a whole menu of coffee and tea mixed drinks, basically.
And then you got the Overlook, and then you've got the Aqua Dome Market. All just like from right here. So I probably that
very
would be
large area.
The most exciting.
Okay. Well, I'm excited that we have the drink package this time. Because that means I can go to all the bars, and try their specialty cocktails.
So there's 19 bars. That's 3 a day.
Yeah.
So
We're going to have a week-long bar crawl.
yes.
Because you got to go to every one of them.
I will be hitting Bubbles a little more often than the last
Yeah.
time.
Bubbles in
It's in Central Park.
Central Park, yeah. It's a champagne and sparkling wine bar, right? Yeah.
Yes.
So that should be fun
Yes.
for you.
Yes.
And then they've got the wine bar there in Central Park as well.
I don't recall.
Yeah, so you can go in there and I guess they'll have their full selection of wine. So
right.
that should be interesting.
Yeah.
And that another neat thing they had down there, they had what was the name of the place? It was the
Lou and the jazz bar?
The jazz bar, yeah.
It was Lou and something. He's looking it up.
Yeah, let's see here.
So
Let
yeah.
me pull up the deck map. That was deck 8, right? I believe I was right. Look at there.
You were right. Wow.
So yeah,
Lou's, Jazz, and Blue. I said Lou's.
Yeah, Lou's Jazz and Blues. They had a retail. Was that retail place open? Oh, I think that might have been like.
All right. Well, this is boring.
Fancy
so
stuff.
Let's move on. Yes.
You got Park Cafe.
Got her on there. All right.
All right.
Thank you.
Thanks, Sherry. So you got Chops Grill.
Got the Trellis Bar.
Trellis Bar.
We didn't go there.
Did not go there.
No.
And I don't even see Bubbles listed on.
Yeah, it's right here.
Oh, there it is. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, and then 7 was Surfside. Yeah, so they've got the Surfside Eatery, they've got the arcade, Sugar Beach.
Oh, the arcade. We didn't go to that either. That was all extra pay though.
Yeah.
Right.
Pier 7 was the restaurant down there that was extra cost, and then Surfside Eatery was free. Surfside Bites was a little hot dog type stand there in Surfside, and then the Lemon Post. That was the frozen drink place.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're gonna have to do like a food tour or something.
Yeah, I mean that's already one of the things that I want to look at is all of the free places to eat.
Yeah.
Because there are a lot of options, even though they've started charging for a lot of things.
No, I'm looking for something that's okay. They don't have it. Never mind.
What are you looking for?
Oh no, we're on 4, not 6. Sorry, my dad's on. No, he's on 8. I don't know. Anyways.
Yeah. So on 6, you've got Playmakers.
The Schooner Bar.
You got the Schooner Bar, which I don't think we went into.
Maybe I did.
Boleros.
They do a lot of trivia, and
Giovanni's.
You didn't want to do trivia on that one. So.
Pro Cafe, dueling pianos in the attic. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they've got the escape room. Okay, so the fitness center is on deck 6 as well. What were you looking for?
Go to 4. Oh, they have their own karaoke place too. We didn't go into there.
Oh yeah, that's right. Spotlight
Point
Karaoke.
and Feather. That was the name of the pub.
Point and Feather is the name of the pub. Yep.
Yeah, Corey's usually pretty good at trivia. He's very good at general knowledge, but on that particular cruise, if I remember correctly, he didn't want to do any trivia. He wanted to do other stuff because there's so much stuff.
There's so much.
Hats on a mission. Hello.
Hats on a mission. Welcome in.
Corey's busy looking at the other computer screen, so
yeah.
We're trying to keep him engaged. All right, let's go
Scott
back.
says, love trivia.
I know,
I do too. I mean, I enjoy doing
trivia.
it. Go back to what?
Just go back to wherever you were. We can look at that after.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. So,
so what is the eatery or restaurant that you most are looking forward to going to? It could be paid or not paid.
I'm really looking forward to going to the marketplace in the Aquadome.
Okay.
Because we didn't eat anything there last time.
They had a lot of different.
They had a lot of different options.
Yeah.
They had like
crepes
and Asian and Mediterranean and salads. I mean, all different kinds of and it was mostly like small plate kind of things.
Mm-hmm.
So you could get a little bit of this, a little bit of that. It was
A
all
little
made
bit of
fresh and
this
to
and
order.
oh, didn't they have a mac and cheese place?
Oh yeah, the mac and cheese place. So all that stuff that
I mean,
know.
I won't go to the mac and cheese place. I can't.
I mean,
I
they had like
love mac and cheese, but
crab mac and cheese.
I'll eat
like,
the crab and
oh,
give you the max.
yeah.
I can't do it. I can't do pasta.
Yeah.
I can't.
Try a little bit.
Maybe you got it. Maybe I'll
Maybe
take
they
a
got
bite. But
they have an ice cream place there too. I don't remember.
oh, I'm
I
sure.
think probably so.
For me, I don't really know. Because I didn't really, because we were on such a restricted eating plan that I don't really know all of the places that we can eat. So
Yeah.
I'd be, I'm going to probably go around and take a look, because
They got Sorrento's.
I mean,
I don't even
Sorrento's,
know. I mean, they've got to have other specialty dining. There's the music hall, the dining room.
No. Go back.
Go back where?
To 4. All right. Thank you. Just
4.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay.
Just right there. Okay. Stop.
What?
I wanted to see where our room is while we were talking without doing something else.
All right.
So, what's our next topic? We shouldn't be looking at it. We should be talking about our topic.
Well, that's why I was trying to find the other eating places. We were talking about that topic. We were talking about food, so I was trying to find the other specialty dining that
there's Hook, there's Chops, there's
Izumi. I don't know if they've got Wonderland. I don't know if they've got.
I don't know. I don't think so.
I don't know if they've got a.
I don't have my phone with me. Otherwise,
Johnny.
I would look
Is there Johnny Rockets anywhere? I don't know. That may be up on some of the higher decks, but probably would be.
You talk about something else. Right. I will look on the app and see what they got for dining.
Okay.
If I can find it on your phone.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to look at a lot of these things. What's different between the inaugural when they were trying to show the best of the best and just completely outdo anything else out there, and what's it like a year later?
All right, so restaurants, you've got Base Camp. Holy crap! Celebration tables, $1,000 per package.
Yeah, that's
Chops
like
Grill, El Loco Fresh, Empire Supper Club, Giovanni's, Hooked, Hibachi, Izumi Sushi, Park Cafe, Pier 7, Playmakers, Room Service, Sorrento's, Surfside Bites, Surfside Eatery, and Windjammer.
That's it, huh?
Mm-hmm. And then the bars and lounges, you got the 1400 Lobby Bar, Aquadome Market Bar, Bolero's, Bubbles, Cantina Fresca. Oh, that's the frozen place. They have frozen.
Cantina Fresca is attached to El Loco Fresh.
Oh, so that's not it. Dueling Pianos, Bar, Lou and Jazz Blues, Music Hall, Playmakers, Point and Feather, Ryan Bean, Schooner, Spotlight Karaoke, Swim and Tonic, Hideaway Bar, Lemon Post Bar, Lime and Coconut, Cloud 17, Lime and Coconut Frozen, the Overlook Bar and Pods, and the Trellis Bar.
Okay. Ooh, lots of places to visit, that's for sure.
Lots of things to do. All right, so what else?
Well, as I was saying, it's going to be interesting to compare and contrast between what it was like originally and what it's like now. Is it just going to be kind of run of the mill like most other cruises, or is it still going to have that special something?
I think it's going to have that special something.
I mean, there's still plenty to do for sure. But anyway, do you guys have any questions? Have anything to ask us about Icon? We've got 3 stops: St. Kitts, St. Thomas, and Perfect Day.
So people that have been cruising a lot and go to Perfect Day and Nassau a lot, do you guys get off the ship every time, or do you stay on the ship?
Good question.
Yeah.
I mean, I think we've always gotten off on Perfect Day, even if it was for a short period.
Yeah.
Last time we were there was on Icon.
Well, we went to the Hideaway Beach, which
And we
was
went to
brand
Hideaway
new.
Beach, which was brand new.
Yeah.
So, time before that, we went to the water park, or I went to the water park.
Yeah. I didn't make it on there
with my
that day.
kids.
Or no, maybe I did for a little while. I woke
don't
up
think-
late that day.
Yeah. You weren't feeling so hot that day. I don't
No.
think so. And the first time we just went to the lagoon pool and then went to the beach for a little bit. Not a whole lot.
Yeah.
Wish we could go to the beach club or something like that. That'd be fun.
Yeah.
Do something different.
Yeah, it's something different.
Yeah. But anyway, so I don't know that we've got anything else to talk about tonight. That's kind of our plan. Maybe we get a chance between now and next Wednesday, we can dig up some video and put a little something together.
A little something, something.
A little something about the Icon to show everybody what we're doing or where we're going.
Yeah. All right.
So we'll see.
That's extra work on you. Are you up for it?
I don't know. I still got to get 2 videos done before our trip.
Ooh, better
So that's
get done.
this
I got a
weekend.
busy week this week coming up. So
Yep. Got a lot of work. Got to get those done so that we got content while we're out of town.
Yeah.
Between being on 2 weekends for the Icon, then coming back, spending a week at work, and going straight out to Helen for the Helen meetup. So, whew.
Busy. It's busy.
Busy. Yep.
All right.
So I need 3 weeks of content just for that.
We got it.
Yeah. All right. Well, guys, thanks for coming in. We appreciate you stopping by. Make sure you hit that thumbs up button before you leave. That really helps a lot.
And if you haven't done so already, hit the subscribe button.
Absolutely. We are up over 520 something subscribers right now. Finally broke 500.
I know. It's exciting stuff.
We're moving right along. So, all right, guys, once again, thanks for coming in from Peaks to Tides.
We'll see you on the next ride.
Bye, guys.